Hello everyone watching. Today let me show you how to change the throttle cable assembly on your GT650 and Interceptor 650. Well, this is a very simple operation that I think most people can do at home because it's pretty simple. There's just one forward cable and reverse cable here that needs to be changed, and well, you're good to go. Well, the stock throttle body assembly on your motorcycle should last you for at least 15,000 kilometers. Let's check how much mine lasted for. Well, I am changing mine at, how much is this? 15,909 kilometers, which I would say is pretty good considering I had previously changed the handlebar on my motorcycle, and it's got enough play, the throttle cable assembly, for you to fit a different flat drag style bar on your bike. So all you need to do is take this off, take this off, and take this off, and you're pretty much good to go. Well, let me clear everything from the motorcycle and show you how it looks. Now in my case the throttle cable is being replaced because the reverse cable on my motorcycle is cut somewhere in this line, and see, it's not actually going back. But I think if you take proper care of the throttle assembly, it will last you for a bit more, I guess, because if you regularly oil this cable up, it should be good. And it's very advisable for you to keep these cables well lubricated, because in case you're out anywhere far and if the forward cable snaps, you won't be able to ride your motorcycle. Now since mine is just the reverse cable that has snapped, I can at least accelerate and push manually for the motorcycle to release the throttle. So just keep that in mind. And again, just make sure that you know which cable goes in which slot, because there are two slots here. One is for the forward one, the other one is for the reverse one. So left is for the forward pull, right is for reverse, so just keep that in mind. Well, I almost have this off. Now comes to the most trickiest part, getting this bloody thing off, because sometimes what happens is there is a bit of a small locking mechanism inside that gets stuck. So if that gets stuck, you don't need to worry much. I worried about it when I first took this off just to learn how everything goes. Well, if you spray a bit of WD-40, it loosens up and it comes open, because there are just a couple of screws that's holding this thing in place like that. And once you take these bolts off, it will be a-okay. And WD-40 inside for the electricals. And another thing that I forgot to mention, well, almost all the tools that you will be needing to do the change on the throttle cable are available inside your toolkit, which is provided with the motorcycle. So you don't need any external tools other than the WD-40 and maybe 8 or a 10 number spanner. Well, it took longer than I expected, but it's finally off. Now these now you see how the cables are inserted inside, and I can actually take this off easily, but it's not really coming off right now. But anyways, that's because it's stuck in one pin. But this is how the cables are placed inside. So I need to take this out and then change the cable from here. Okay, so now if you see carefully, when I do this is this line that's going here, that looks like this. This is the forward cable, and the other one that's coming from underneath here is the reverse cable, which looks like this. So keep in mind, this is the reverse, this is the forward. And take this off. It's very easy, but one-handed operation is difficult. This is off and this is off, and this comes off entire, please. So this is right now off, so I'll take this out from here as well. But before that, let's check which is which. So this was broken from inside, look. And what I've removed that's the reverse one, and this is the forward one. Yeah, so the most difficult part of the job is done. The old cable is out, it's right there, and now it's time to install the new cables. So one of these is the forward, one of these is the reverse. This is how the open this thing looks. And what was I talking about earlier? See, this is the pin lock that sometimes gets stuck. So if it's like this, and if it's not coming out, give it some time, spray it with WD-40 bit, and it should come out pretty easily. And another thing that I would like to give you a tip on is, whenever you're putting these cables back or inserting this tip in this gap here, see the cables, they're at the correct length, and sometimes it might be a bit difficult to snap these in place. So what can be done is use a spanner like this, and whenever you're after putting the cables through, I'll show you how to do that. So wait for that. Now that this is fixed as it was, I need to route these cables through here. Underneath the tank there is a clip that goes in this hole. There's a hole, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a hole that where this clip goes in. It is just to keep the cables in place and not move them around much. And then it's almost done. Fit these back and we're good to go. Now here, when you're putting this back and taking it out, it's not entirely round, so it's not a simple operation just to pull it out. You need to match the grooves. There's a slight slit here that you need to match here, and only then it's going to come out. Or if you just try to pull it out on its own, sometimes it may get stuck if it's not in the correct position, so keep that in mind. And now for the thing that I was talking about earlier. Sometimes this gets a bit difficult to put in. So what you do is, you first put it in from the outside, and to get the cable around properly, You insert your spanner here and then slowly, okay, one-handed is difficult, but well, you get the point. So this is done, and that's about it. All I need to do is put this back in place and we are done. And that is how you change the throttle cable assembly on your GT650 and Interceptor 650. Well, thank you very much for watching. Have a great evening, morning, whenever you're watching. Bye bye.